For the third year in a row, Copbank Kingdom Queens welcomed regular season hot favorites KPA for Game 1 of the Kenya Basketball Federation Ladies Semi-Final Series on Saturday evening at Nyayo Stadium. KPA built a 5-point lead at the end of the first period, then withstood a late Copbank comeback to win 55-49. KPA took a 13-8 lead at the end of the first quarter, with Belinda Okot scoring all the baskets for Copbank. The Queens held their own in the second quarter as both teams scored 8 points each. At halftime, KPA led 21-16 and battled to keep their lead in the third quarter. The Bankers came out of the third and got great looks on offense, and their shots were falling, but they just couldn't string together enough stops to take the lead. The start of the fourth quarter is when Copbank turned it on to bring the game to within a point early in the period, but it was too little too late. All evening, the Queens mounted a charge or threatened to take command of the game, but KPA swatted away the momentum. The Queens, who never led, could never sustain any substantial push, and KPA had Game 1 in the bag, though it wasn't easy. In Game 2, Copbank Kingdom Queens mounted a late comeback effort on Sunday evening, but it wasn't enough. KPA nearly blew a 16-point second quarter lead, but got the plays they needed when it mattered the most to hold off the Bankers. KPA leaned on their balance to take a 16-12 lead at the end of the first period. They outscored Copbank 18-6 at the second period and went into halftime break with a comfortable 34-18 lead, and just like Game 1, Copbank were left to chase the game in the last two quarters. The Bankers came out strong early in the third period, and it started to shape up to be anybody's game. Cop cut the lead 10 points at the end of the third period. KPA was outscored 15-13 in the final quarter, with the Queens bench providing a lift for the starters. Veteran point guard Irene McCory did her part to keep the Bankers in it with a 3-point play that saw her team take the first lead of the game. But KPA responded. Betty Kananu, who came off the bench, responded with back-to-back 3-pointers, and KPA were back in control. And this time, it was for good, as the Dockers won 55-47. With the win, KPA took a commanding 2-0 series lead and moved closer to the 2016 finals.